Hello, and welcome to the coronavirus edition of the Sullivan Financial Planning video series. Thanks for joining me. You may wonder, what does a financial planner do in her spare time when a panic is causing the markets to go up and down like crazy, and all she says to do is take it easy, don't do anything to your portfolio, hang on, and you'll be glad you did. And that is what I believe. But I got to do something to fill my time. Just sticking my head in the sand about having to homeschool my child for the rest of the semester is not enough. So I've chosen today, part of my day, to do a little continuing education thanks to the Journal of Financial Planning, which I realize looks backwards to you, but take my word for it. Financial planners get continuing education a lot of different ways. Right now, many of those ways are being canceled because of coronavirus. One of the ways you can get continuing education and credit for that with the CFP board is to take quizzes at the back of nationally known financial planning magazines, which I get about 3 of a month. So I'm going through my back issues, doing some education, and what do I come across but an article written in the January 2020 Financial Planning Journal about whether or not it makes sense to rebalance in aggressive bear markets. Wow. I mean, you have to know that these articles were written before the coronavirus, before we even knew much about it. So that's pretty impressive timing. Good old Journal of Financial Planning. And what I found out in reading this article is, well, there's a lot of data that goes into these articles, and I won't pretend to read all of them, but they do have lots of tables and lots of data and lots of words and lots of number crunching. Here you can pause and read all of this. But what the conclusion was of these studies that compared actions during a bear market, they were trying to decide, the authors were trying to decide whether or not it makes sense to rebalance during a bear market and how helpful it is. The assumption is that you do not sell and go all to cash during a bear market. The question was, in different portfolios, a 60-40 stock bond mix or a 50-50 stock bond mix, did it make sense down the line in several past bear markets to do a rebalance during the worst of times? The conclusion, I'll just let you not have to read that whole article. The conclusion was there was a minimal improvement in the longer term results for people who did a rebalance to a 60-40 stock bond mix, if that was originally your target asset allocation to begin with, and it may not be. I think the idea was to prove or disprove whether or not taking action of any kind is a good idea during wild swings. And again, the data pointed to, with this past back testing, yes, it does minimally improve your results. And if it makes you feel better to do something during wild market swings, rebalancing is better than going all to cash. But staying the course and not doing anything is also a viable option. If you have any questions or would like to set up an appointment to talk about your portfolio or just be maybe reassured a little bit during these difficult times, you can go to sullivanfinancialplanning.com. Thank you very much and have a great day.